chosen one. Before I say another word, I need you to stop scrolling. Stop multitasking. If you are around other people, put your headphones in. Silence the noise. Because the message finding you this Saturday, March 28, is not for public consumption. It is a private, direct communication from God to your spirit. You are here because of divine geometry. There is a universal principle that states, when the student is finally ready to surrender control, the master appears with the map. You have finally reached the point of surrender. You have stopped fighting the current and realized you cannot force your breakthrough. And because you have humbled yourself, the Father is now stepping in to elevate you. Today, God is going to speak directly to the areas of your life that feel broken. I am about to share a revelation with you that operates on a completely different frequency than the fear you have been carrying. Take a real breath. Settle your spirit. The words you are about to hear are going to change the trajectory of your entire year. Stay with me until the very end of this message. Do not let your mind wander, because I am going to reveal exactly why you had to walk through such a heavy season of waiting. By the time this screen goes dark, you will not just understand why you have felt so isolated, but I will give you a specific, practical tool to recalibrate your mind. And right before we close, I will reveal a breakthrough truth about your true identity that will make every tear you have cried make absolute sense. Let us talk about where you are right now. I want you to imagine sitting alone in a dim room. You are watching the headlights of cars pass by your window. The glass feels cold against your forehead as you watch a world that seems to be moving on without you. You see people celebrating milestones. You see others stepping into seasons of abundance. And you sit there, scrolling through your phone, realizing there is no one you can actually call who would truly understand the depth of what you are feeling. Notice how your chest has felt tighter than it should lately. Notice how your mind has been louder than usual, running through endless scenarios of what you might have done wrong to deserve this stagnation. Notice how your spirit has felt incredibly crowded, even when you are physically completely alone in an empty room. You have been dealing with an exhaustion that makes absolutely no sense. It is a heavy, lingering weight in your bones that sleep simply cannot fix. You wake up after 8 hours of rest and still feel like you have been running a marathon in the dark. You have tried to push through it. You have drank the coffee. You have tried to keep up appearances. You have smiled at work while carrying a mountain of invisible grief. I need to tell you the truth about this tiredness. That is not depression. That is not you failing at life. That is the physical manifestation of a massive spiritual threshold. You are crossing over. And crossing over requires energy. You see, you have been measuring your life using the wrong clock. We operate on clock time. The ancient Greeks called this chronos. Chronos is the ticking of the seconds. It is the passing of the days. It is the societal schedule that tells you where you should be by a certain age. Chronos creates panic. Chronos tells you that you are running out of time. But God does not operate in Chronos. Heaven operates in Kairos. Kairos is the appointed time. It is the divine moment when everything suddenly aligns, not because you forced it, but because the conditions are finally perfect. You have been looking at your Chronos clock, thinking you are falling behind, thinking you have missed your chance, or that God has forgotten your address. But your delay in Chronos was actually the exact preparation required for your Kairos moment. What felt like isolation was actually insulation. You thought you were being rejected. You thought you were being pushed away by people, passed over for opportunities, and left out in the cold by the world. But God was deliberately separating you. He had to pull you away from the noise because your frequency is shifting. The people you used to resonate with can no longer match the vibration of where you are going. If God had left you in those old environments, you would have shrunk yourself to fit into rooms you were meant to outgrow. He made you uncomfortable so you would have to move. He brought you into the wilderness not to starve you, but to strip away the false identities you adopted to survive. You are processing a tremendous amount of spiritual energy right now. Your body is tired because your soul is upgrading. You are shedding a version of yourself that can no longer carry the weight of the blessing that is coming. If your spirit recognizes this truth right now, if you have felt this unexplained exhaustion deep in your bones and you know you are waiting on your Kairos moment, I want you to anchor this realization. Type 777 inches, the comments to acknowledge that your season of waiting was not a waste. You are not falling apart. You are falling into place. But this is only the beginning of what God wants you to see. While you have been worrying about your timeline, there is something much deeper happening to your mind. A hidden strategy has been playing out behind the scenes of your life. An invisible resistance that has been trying to keep your greatest gifts locked away. And what I am about to show you next will expose exactly why your prayers have felt like they are hitting a brass ceiling. Now let me show you what happens when the enemy realizes he cannot stop what God has ordained for your life. He changes his strategy. He knows he does not have the power to destroy your calling. He cannot take back the anointing that was placed on your life before you were even born. But what he can do is distract you. He can provoke you. He can try to drain your energy so completely that you simply want to give up and walk away from the very blessing you have been praying for. This is the deeper truth about what has been happening to your mind. You have been looking at your life and thinking you are just having a string of bad luck. You thought your sudden lack of motivation, your heavy confusion, and the constant breaking down of things around you were just random daily frustrations. But what you have actually been experiencing is targeted resistance. The intensity of the attacks you are facing right now is directly proportional to the importance of your mission. The enemy only fights hardest when you are standing right at the edge of your promised land. He wants to keep you in a cycle of doubt. He wants you to wake up every morning and question your worth, question your sanity, and question whether God actually spoke to you in the first place. He sends test after test to pull you out of your stillness. Because if he can get you to break your silence prematurely, if he can get you to react with anger or panic, he can delay what is coming. But I want you to look at the story of Joseph. Think about the moment he was thrown into a deep, dark pit by his own brothers. Imagine the profound betrayal he must have felt. Sitting in the cold earth, he probably thought God had completely abandoned him. He probably questioned every dream he had ever been given. But his time in the pit, and later his time in a hidden prison, was not an abandonment. It was a divine incubation. If Joseph had been given a position of immense power too early, before his character was tested and his heart was humbled, the weight of that power would have crushed him. His isolation was his protection. The exact same thing is happening to you right now. God has allowed this quiet, frustrating season to build a foundation in your spirit that is strong enough to hold the massive weight of what is coming next. And there is something fascinating happening here. A place where modern science is just now catching up to what the mystics and the faithful have known for thousands of years. God designed your mind as a divine receiver. He gave you a specific frequency, a literal switch in your brain that allows you to hear his guidance clearly and experience profound intuition. But the heavy, modern world we live in is designed to turn that switch off. It wants to keep your mind trapped in a state of survival and anxiety. I am going to show you exactly what that switch is and how to turn it back on. a little later in this message. But first, there is one major thing standing between you and this massive breakthrough. It is something most people will never admit out loud, and what happens when you finally realize the truth about this fear will change the way you see yourself forever. Let me tell you the raw, uncomfortable truth. You think your biggest problem is that you are afraid of failing. You think you are paralyzed because you are terrified of making a mistake. But that is not what is keeping you stuck. You are not afraid of failure. You are terrified of success. Deep down, in the quietest part of your soul, you know exactly how much power you carry. You know that when you finally step into the light, your entire life is going to change, and that terrifies you. You are dealing with the fear of visibility. You ask yourself in the middle of the night, what if I get the opportunity and I mess it up? What if the success changes me into someone I do not even recognize? What if everyone finally looks at me and expects me to save them, and I do not have the strength to carry them all? I want to speak directly to that specific fear right now. That fear you feel in your chest is not a sign of weakness. It is not a sign that you are an imposter. It is a sign of profound wisdom. Those who crash and burn, those who destroy their own lives when they get power, they had no fear because they had no awareness of the weight. They just wanted the glory. But you understand the responsibility. Your healthy fear is what actually proves to heaven that you are finally ready to carry the blessing. You have been doing the invisible work. You went into this wilderness season needing validation from other people, and you are coming out completely secure in who God says you are. You went into this season reactive, getting upset at every little offense, and you are coming out responsive and full of discernment. You went into this dark place feeling defensive, and you are coming out carrying a quiet, unshakable power. What felt like an endless delay was actually your development. Before I show you what happens next, and before I reveal the final, massive truth about who you really are, I want to ask you to do something small. Gently press the like button. Not for me, and not for this channel, but let your like be a signal that sends this light further into the darkness. Do it so this message can reach another chosen one who is sitting in their own dark room tonight, desperately needing to hear that their waiting was not a waste. Now, let me reveal something to you that is going to make every broken piece of your past snap perfectly into place. There is a final truth about your identity that recontextualizes your entire life. Take a breath. The hardest part is behind you. Everything you have lost, every door that closed in your face, and every person who walked away was not a punishment. They were a divine clearance. The universe had to empty your hands of what was comfortable so it could fill them with what is ordained. And I hear the Father saying to your spirit right now, I did not bring you this far to leave you here. You are not just someone struggling to get by. You are the cycle breaker. You are the pioneer who goes first into the uncharted territory so your family can follow. You are the seer who notices what the rest of the world is too busy to perceive. You have been isolated because you are carrying a light that threatens the darkness. If your spirit confirms this, if you are finally ready to step into who you actually are and stop apologizing for your calling, type I receive in the comments below. Remember earlier when I mentioned a specific switch in your brain, a divine receiver that got turned off? This is where the spiritual realm and modern neuroscience finally meet. Science calls this God-given ability the gamma wave. It is the super frequency of genius, of intuition, and of divine flow. When you were a child, your brain was flooded with gamma. You learned rapidly, you imagined freely, and you felt deeply connected to the magic of the world. Everything felt possible. But around the age of 7, the modern world began to shut it down. The rigid educational systems, the stress, the constant noise, they triggered what scientists call the decline effect. Your brain was pushed down into a heavy survival frequency. And here is why your journey has felt so incredibly painful. Because you are a chosen one. You were born with a much higher level of gamma than the average person. So when the world forced your switch off, the gap between who you used to be and who you became felt devastating. You felt the loss of that magic deep in your bones. I want to give you a tool right now called the Frequency Audit Framework. In your mind, right where you are sitting, I want you to observe your thoughts over the last few days. Have you been operating from a place of survival, constantly worrying about what could go wrong? Or have you been creating? Survival frequency blocks divine instruction. You cannot hear the whispers of God when your brain is screaming in survival mode. Let me tell you about a 38-year-old woman who felt exactly like you do right now. She had tried meditation, she went to spiritual retreats, and she read all the right books. But she still felt a massive disconnect. She was exhausted. She finally discovered a way to turn her gamma switch back on, not because she believed it would work, but because she had nothing left to lose. Within 2 weeks, she stopped trying to force her life to happen. Instead, she started experiencing what she could only describe as massive synchronicities. She said it was as if the universe suddenly started speaking to her in a language she could finally understand. What she used is something called the Genius Song. It is a 7-minute digital audio track developed by Dr. Robert Lake, a brilliant neuroscientist with over 3 decades of experience. This is not a meditation where you have to sit in silence for hours trying to force your mind to stop thinking. This uses a proven technology called brain entrainment to directly stimulate your brain back into the gamma frequency. You just put on your headphones, close your eyes, and listen for 7 minutes. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You are thinking you have tried everything and nothing works. I understand your skepticism, but traditional methods like deep meditation take years of strict discipline to permanently alter your brainwaves. To get this kind of entrainment clinically, people pay up to $7,000 for biofeedback machines or $300 for a single therapy session. But Dr. Lake digitized this exact technology so you could use it at home. The regular price is $49. But because he wants to get this into the hands of people who are truly ready for a shift, he lowered it to $39 exclusively for the people finding this message. And it comes with 4 beautiful bonuses, including a track specifically designed to protect your child's frequency, plus a complete money-back guarantee. If you do not feel the shift, you get it all back. Every day you stay in a survival frequency is another day your true potential remains dormant. The person you are meant to become has already made this decision. If your intuition is telling you this is the tool you need for your next season, I have placed the official link in the description and the pinned comment below. Please listen to me carefully. There are many fake websites trying to copy the Genius Song with regular audio that does not contain the actual brain entrainment technology. To make sure you get the real technology and the protection of the guarantee, only use the specific link provided below. Investigate it only if you feel led. Now, I want you to prepare yourself, because what we are about to do next is not a regular prayer. We are about to seal this transformation and activate your next season. In your mind, I want you to gently close your eyes. You do not need to move or change where you are. Just let your imagination do the work. Imagine standing in a massive, quiet hall of mirrors. But instead of reflecting your past mistakes or your current exhaustion, Every single mirror in this room reflects the version of you that has already won. The version of you that is fully awake, fully aligned, and fully walking in your divine purpose. Feel the weight settle into your bones right now. Notice the shift in the atmosphere of the room you are in. This is not just a prayer you listen to. This is an activation. You are actively stepping out of your wilderness and into your promise. If you are ready to let the old version of you stay in the past, type "I release" in the comments right now. Father, we thank you for the darkness. We thank you for the wilderness season, because without it, we would not have the strength to carry what is coming next. You see every tear that was cried in secret. You see the heavy questions held in the dark. You see the faithfulness of this chosen one in the smallest, quietest moments when nobody else was watching. Right now, we release the old story. We release the old ceiling that was placed over their life. We release the deep, heavy wound of rejection. We release the comparison trap. And we completely release the doubt pattern that the enemy tried to plant in their mind. I call forth the seer in you. I call forth the pioneer. I activate the divine connections that have been waiting for you to reach this frequency. I command the doors that were held closed by disbelief to swing wide open. Right now, we place a shield around this rising. We guard what is being built in you from premature exposure and from the distractions of the enemy. Say this with me in your spirit. I am ready. I am a cycle breaker. I am the one who carries light into the rooms that forgot what light looks like. I am stepping into my Kairos time, and I will not apologize for the space I am about to take up. It is done. It is sealed. We receive it entirely.